Hey Moon Magic family, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to me, to my readings, this is the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Thank you for checking us out. Now, this is a weekly reading that I do. I post these readings every Sunday, and although they are timeless, every single Sunday I ask for a time-sensitive reading for you, an immediate message, something that Spirit really wants to give you the heads up about, really, immediately, right here, right now, something you need to know. And then in addition to that, we kind of ask for extra guidance for the coming week, or if there's any additional information that you need to be aware of that's connected to that time-sensitive message. I'm actually seeing this card as well. So we're going to draw 3 cards. In fact, we seem to have 4 here. How interesting. I think we'll go with the 4. I usually do 3, but today we're going to go with the 4 readings. Let's just trust our intuition and trust that the cards always show us what we need to see. I will draw a rune and a charm as well for you too. So beautiful souls, let us look at reading number 1. So reading number 1, your card is Slave. Okay, it's an interesting card. So that is pile 1. Pile 2, you have Student. Pile 3, you have Engineer. And pile 4, you have Seeker. Okay, so let us space those out. Let's draw a charm and a rune as well, and then you may already know which of these readings is speaking to you, and sometimes it's more than one, and today clearly we have an extra reading coming through for us. So if you already know which of the readings is really kind of resonating with you just from the card alone, I always obviously put the timestamps. Sometimes the YouTube system puts them into chapters, but the timestamps will be in the description box if you scroll down below the video, and you can also check out the pinned comment as well. So let's draw a rune for each. I'm saying this, and this. Okay. So reading 1, you have Isa, the rune of ice. Okay. Reading 2, you have Othilla, the rune of separation. Okay. Reading 3, you have Kano, the rune of openings. And reading 4, you have the rune of flow, Lagos. Okay, let's draw a charm for those of you that really like to see that as well. Oh, I'm getting 2 for every reading, definitely. So reading 1, you have a treble clef and you have love. What a beautiful combination. Reading 2, you have the tree of life. Oh wow, and you have the key with the skull on this too. Beautiful energy. I'm feeling really excited about these readings, and the fact that we have an extra reading, really an extra message really needing to come through. That's been made very, very clear here. Reading 3, we have the bells and the lizard. Okay, so this is a little charm of the bells. I always see these as a bit like confetti, the little wedding bells. And we have the lizard. And lastly, reading 4. Okay, we have the music notes and also the flamingo. Okay, so those are the charms for reading 4. Okay, beautiful energy here. There really, really is. It feels very sparkly, so it's going to be fascinating to see what our readings show us for today, what time-sensitive message Spirit is really wanting to bring to you, and any additional information to help you to navigate the week ahead or to deal with the situation, depending on what shows up in the readings. Super Souls, I'm going to leave the video running for just a few moments longer. Take your time. Trust your intuition. If there's anything in particular on your mind as well, something that you're trying to process in your life at the moment, hold it in mind and really just sit with whichever of these piles is working for you. Super Souls, I will leave the video running and I'll see you in the readings in just a moment. Tons of love. Hey pile one, welcome to your reading. And I'm kind of, it's really interesting, your card Slave. It looks like this sort of puppet dancing, and we have this treble clef and love, and I keep hearing the words slave to love, which I think was a song actually. I think there's a song called Slave to Love. Really interesting. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. The shadow attribute is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Okay, now this is really interesting when we have Isa, the rune of ice, because Isa kind of suggests that something isn't quite moving forwards as you want it to. Something's kind of frozen in time, or sometimes there needs to be a thawing, you know, so the ice can melt and the water can flow. So there may be a situation around you. And we're asking for a really important time-sensitive message for you today. So let's just see what we are shown. We're going to draw some tea leaves for you. I'm seeing those 4 actually. Is it 4 or 5? 5 for you. Okay, let's use those and draw another oracle card or 2 as well, where we have information please for pile 1. An immediate time sensitive message for pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know about? Spirit, what does pile 1 need to know about right now in order to really, not in order to do anything. Let's just leave it right there. What do you need to know right now? So we have, hearing 2 cards from this pack actually. Let's draw another. May we have that second card please for pile 1. There we have, I'm going with 3. I feel like the cards are just really reaching out today, so there's a lot of really vibrant energy. So you have Earthworm, you have Cobra, which did actually come out in reverse, and you have Tiger. How interesting. How interesting that we have those 3 cards. Let's just put them down here. Let's have a look at your second card here. White Mantra Mother protects. Okay, and what are your tea leaves? You have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. February. Look at the wind blowing here. This is like the winds of change. You have Heart, love, deep affection and caring. You have an Axe, forces working against you, and Vacation Kite. Okay. Yeah, this is really interesting. With the card of Slave, this is really interesting because I feel like you want change. Okay. I feel like you really, really want something, and I think it's actually largely to do with love. There's something you really want to change, something you want to shift, and it's almost as if you feel like somebody else is blocking you, somebody else's energy is blocking you. It's kind of like on the one hand, I think you're really trying to own your own power. And you're really learning how to own your own power. You're learning how to navigate the universe and navigate the laws of attraction. You're literally learning how to do this. But you also have a history where somebody has pulled your strings, where there's been massive expectations that you will... It's not just do what somebody else expected. Genuinely, I think you've been like a puppet on a string, where you've learned patterns of responsiveness to people, which on the one hand are really lovely. On the other hand, they've actually held you back. It's like you've remained a caterpillar rather than being able to, you know, move forwards and become the butterfly that you truly are. And it's kind of, there's something in your karmic pathway at the moment where I sort of feel like you've gone to ground. What you're actually processing is how to create the changes you want to, how to kind of cut the cords energetically with people who've, yeah, it's not just people. Interesting. I'm just going to draw another card here, because I'm saying it's not just people, but you see, I do actually feel there's someone around you. They're really quite dominant. They're used to, I mean, they can really sting, you know, and when they come in, they're like that sort of like cold north wind, that there's a bite to them, you know, cobra. You know, a cobra, if it stings you, it's deadly. I feel like with the bitterness of the cold north wind, there's someone around you. You see, I think that you have a really beautiful heart center of energy. There's something really quite protected about you. You're the kind of person who has, despite everything, you've kind of managed to keep your heart center safe. Even though at times you've really been knocked down again and again and again. Part of your karmic pathway is learning to navigate into your own power. Okay, and what's going on around you, and this is the time-sensitive message. I do think you're at a point of emergence where you're kind of axing certain things in your life. You're actually genuinely learning how not to be affected by the energy of, for some of you, there is a particular person or a group of people that resonate and in that way, or a group of people that go back almost, it could be for some of you to past lives. But yeah, I just feel, you know, you may have been a slave in a past life actually. It's highly likely you've been in a previous life, you've been in a position where you were completely obligated, obliged, well, not even obligated, because that would infer a different energy. You were a slave to others, you were enslaved, taken advantage of, used. There's something of that, and in a way what you've done in this lifetime is you've come back here. You have been protected to a very great extent in this lifetime, but what's happened is you've come into an arena where, although you haven't technically been enslaved, you've probably felt like it. And what you're kind of doing within our current times and within this lifetime is processing how not to be affected by the energy of somebody who actually kind of disempowers others through, you know, this is somebody or a group of people, you know, they can bite. Their sting is not a nice sting to receive. You've kept your heart center. You've managed to pick yourself up. I do feel again and again, you have a really strong resonance of love in you. I think you probably swing in really challenging ways. Sort of seeing like this kite being blown by the wind, from sometimes feeling really challenged by people who try to disempower you, to rising up again and finding your way back to your own power. But there's a kind of an innocence around you. Yeah, there's a kind of a beauty, and it's almost like, I want to say a sort of a naivety, but I don't think you are naive anymore. But you have been in the past. But a bit like this caterpillar energy, there's a youthfulness, and this is irrespective of your age. You could be 79 and you've still got that youthfulness, that light in you. Regardless of what's happened, you've managed to sort of somehow rise up. And part of this lifetime has been to navigate how to be yourself, how to live in light, how to live in love, even in the face of people who are dominant and I would venture to say ruthless. Now, the energy of someone is around you, or someone's come into your world that has kind of pressed your buttons, and what we're seeing in this time-sensitive message is, I think there's an opportunity to cut a cord here. You are being protected in a transition. Okay, surrender your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. We need more cards, so let's just ask a bit more about your situation and what you're being shown right now. What is the message you're being given from Spirit? The Chariot. Okay, so you do need to take action here. It's almost like confronting your fears, that if you step up and own your own power, that somehow, yeah, there's been a lot of fear attached, and the fear, it's really important to recognize, the fear has been to do with, basically, in your earlier life, probably in this lifetime, in more than one situation, but most definitely in a previous life, it hasn't been safe for you to be empowered. Literally, it would be a matter of life and death. Literally. And yeah, yes, it would have been futile. You've had experiences where it was absolutely futile to resist. I mean, you had no choices. You had absolutely no choices. It really was life and death. And there's a residue of that fear energy around you. Okay. Now, I'm not voicing this in a negative way. I'm not in any way suggesting that this was a positive experience. Way, way beyond that. I mean, you know, there's nothing okay about what has happened, either in this lifetime or in a previous lifetime. Complete and utter, yeah, disempowerment through slavery. And that's really, really, really not okay under any circumstances. What we're being shown here, though, and I'm seeing it really, really clearly, is right now around you, there's an opportunity for you to move through and beyond something, to kind of axe something, to close the door to something. We've got this really interesting alignment here. We've got this beautiful caterpillar energy, which tells us that a change is coming. But there's something about your innocence that's being shown here, that the light in you, the love in you, and the vacation. So we've got one kind of really light energy, and then we've got this other heavy energy over here with this cobra energy, the snake energy in reverse here. You're not mesmerized. You're not, what's the word I'm looking? It's not, you know, when people can really take you in, and you kind of want to, you just want to take everyone on face value, and you want to really believe that they mean well, and then you discover they don't. There was a real sting in the tail kind of thing. You're at a point where you can really see them clearly. You can kind of axe, you can close that door. You kind of see it for what it is. This is very, very interesting, because I do feel the energy of someone is actually around you. What they're trying to do is influence you. You know that they're trying to influence you, and I think you're struggling a little bit to keep your own energy really clear and clean. I feel like it almost shuts you down a bit. It's like the way that you've learned to cope with people like this is you kind of go to ground, but in doing so, what happens is that you then, it's like you barricade yourself in from the possibilities that are available for your own life. And I do have a feeling that you'd really quite like to just walk away from this. I think maybe there is a chance for you to sever some ties here. I think we need to just ask for a lot more information, really. Now, in light of your card, the slavery card here, I'm going to use the African American Tarot, I think, for you. Yeah, definitely. May we have information, please? Okay. What do we have here? So the cards that have shown themselves, Two of Swords. Look at the way this person is cut in half, and we have an image here of somebody with a machine gun trying to shoot down the plane. This is somebody who works on the basis of divide and conquer. You know, they're not, this is not a nice person. I'm really sorry, and I'm so sorry they're in your life. But at a karmic level of soul, honestly, they're here because, and right here and right now, your reading is about doing something different. Rather than like the pattern of going to ground, there's an opportunity for you to step up and really, kind of really shine. I mean, we have the Nine of Pentacles, so we're seeing, you know, a significant kind of a beneficial outcome here. Very, very interesting. And look at the sword again we have here. It's, even though this is the Nine of Pentacles, this is like a chopping device. We have the axe, a chopping device. I think you can literally, at this point in time, you can sever some cords. This is the time-sensitive message, actually, which is don't back down. Yeah, look at this. So we have the card of the Tower. Okay. How interesting. Yeah. We then have the Five of Pentacles. Just holding, it came out in reverse, but let's just look at it this way up. Yeah, there's someone's coming in to help you. We've got this card here as well, look. Let me move these out of our way for a second. Pile one. White mantra, Mother protects. Yes, someone's coming in to help you. Yeah, absolutely. Can you see, despite this kind of monster going on here, someone's coming in to attend to you. Someone's coming in to look after you. Yeah, change is on its way. Someone's coming in to help you. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. So put that up there. You're going to be really protected in this. You are protected. You're being shown you are protected. And somebody is coming in to assist you with this situation. The fact that it's in reverse, you know, the Five of Pentacles here, you can move this forwards. You really can move this forwards. Yeah. You're not alone in this. Look at the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, you're going to get real help coming in here. With the Hermit card as well. You know, the Hermit, I'm really seeing someone coming in and showing you the path, literally the pathway being lit up for you. Very clear information. This is a very time-sensitive message for you, because I think you're really worrying about this and your instinct is to go to ground. This is not a time to worry about it. Actually, I think the conflict's going to get sorted and someone is coming in to guide you, like literally like a guiding light. You know, it's like the floodgates will open. When we had this rune Isa, you know, I kind of said something's frozen. So something feels quite stuck around you, and actually this is the thawing of that energy, of that water. A situation is about to change, and when it changes, you're literally going to be guided through this. You're literally going to be guided through this. Yeah. Let's just draw one more card for you. Feel like we need a card here for you. That's your card. Yes. Okay, lovely. We have the Eight of Wands here. Look at this person standing on top of the mountain. You know, this is like, it's a card of success. Curiously enough as well, it often implies, you know, the Eight of Wands sometimes suggests travel. And we have kite, vacation. Truly, honestly, I'm going to say to you, the situation that's around you that you are feeling disempowered by, this is such a clear message coming through to you. You've been feeling quite stuck, as if you can't move. Yes, it presses your buttons and it connects to history and your past life as well. This is someone who Yeah, they've got a bit of a sting to their tail, to put it mildly. Do you know what? You don't actually have to attend to this. I feel quite I'm feeling quite liberated, like the energy's lifting. We're seeing this this flow, the rune of ice, something is melting and it's coming crashing down. Okay, this person, I sort of want to say they're going to get their comeuppance. I don't know how, and do you know, it's not your responsibility. Karmically, they're going to get their comeuppance. I'm seeing that happen. Okay. You don't have to worry about this. This is a card of victory. You know, it's like literally take a break, walk away from it, take a breather. Don't let it bother you. Walk away. You know, surrender your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. You know, be a slave to love, not a slave to anybody else's power or manipulation. You're being guarded, you're being protected. This is being taken care of. That's really all I can say. Pile 1, you're being taken care of. You don't even worry about it. Don't even go there. You don't even attempt to engage with it. Just, you know, axe it. Say goodbye to it. Even this, you know, Ace of Swords, look at the determination. You know, just hammering into this new sword, the making of a new sword, empowerment. Don't even go there. Don't buy into this at all. Really clear message for you. You do not have to buy into this at all. This is getting sorted. Spirit is sorting it out. This person is creating their own karma. Okay, and they are going to face their own karma, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it. No more divide and conquer. They're going to be seen for who they are. Quite two-faced, this person. They'll be seen for who they are. Don't even go there. You don't have to. It's getting sorted. I feel like this incredible sense of relief. Honestly, the Tower, the stuff is changing. You're going to be guided through this. You'll be in a position of victory. You'll kind of know that once and for all, this is just, it can be laid to rest. Honestly, you guys are totally fine. I was really wondering about this initially with your reading, Pile 1, but truly, honestly, time-sensitive message, absolutely step away, go on holiday, take a break, take a breather, don't engage with it, carry on in your own personal way with your own personal world. You're going to get liberated. It will, honestly, I'm feeling like relief. This situation is getting sorted. You'll be guided through it. Someone will intervene and they will play a role in sorting this out. You don't have to do it. Even though it kind of is your problem, because I think you're targeted because you are so beautiful and you're so light, and they see that innocence, they see that purity, that's the word. Purity. You're not naive. You might once have been, but you're not naive. You know what's going on, but you haven't been able to fix it. You don't actually have to. The reason they kind of target you is because I want to say you're everything that they're not. Okay? You're everything that they're not. Despite everything, you've retained your purity. And part of your processing in this lifetime karmically is about learning to step into your own power and to navigate people who are still trying to be power dominant over others. And part of your karmic pathway is to overcome that and retain your purity, which you are doing. And I can see, you know, there's a real challenge here. Sometimes you understandably get pretty mad about it. On the other hand, you then swing back to trying to hold that position of love. And actually, you're kind of getting to where you need to be. Ignore it. It's getting sorted. It's being taken care of. They are creating their own world. They've made a rod for their own back. Honestly, don't worry about it. I'm seeing reward, harvest, success for you personally. So, really clear message. Really, really clear message for you. And beautiful souls, walk away, let it go, ignore it. It's not yours to be engaged with. It's not yours to carry. Really clear message for you. Yeah, just sing your own song. Yeah, be a slave to love, and just hold that light that you have so beautifully, because something's about to open up. You know, a change is coming. Something's opening up for you. Yeah, if you've been drawn to more than one reading, I would not be surprised, because I feel like something else. This reading is very focused on the negativity that's being directed at you. but actually a change is coming, and there is definitely something coming to you that may well be contained in one of the other readings. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world and look forward to seeing you for another reading. Don't forget, I post these every single Sunday for immediate guidance, and I also do post a couple of other pick a card readings as well. And this coming week, if you're watching this as I've posted it, obviously it's a timeless reading, but if you're watching it as I've posted it, I will be posting, because we're heading for a new moon, so I'm going to be posting my new moon archangel readings, and also the moon month ahead, and the all zodiac sign readings will be going up on my Patreon site as well. Beautiful souls, you're welcome to join me on Patreon. If I do any extended readings, I put them over there. I'm not doing extended readings with this one today, but I do on some of my others, and I do all my full zodiac readings over there for the entire moon month, so you can really see what's coming and what's happening, and you know, usual interesting stuff. Pile 1, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Tons of love. Hey, Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have Othilla, the rune of separation. This is pretty amazing because your card student, you know, the light attributes are humility and devotion to knowledge, open to lifelong learning. And then the shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. It's very interesting because we have someone here who is like a tree of knowledge. And we have here, we have the tree of life. What we also have here is the key with the skull on it, which is like a key to anything and everything that you could want. It's like there's a key here in some form of study for you. Othilla is interesting because Othilla is, it speaks of inheritance, of gain, but very specifically that we acquire something because we let go of something or we leave something behind. Okay, so we're asking Spirit for, you know, a really, really immediate message. You know, what do you need to know about? Let's just look at your tea leaves first. So I'm kind of seeing, I'm seeing this one here very specifically. Those two and that one. Okay, let's move these. It's such a huge pack, this pack of cards. I find them really, really hard to shuffle, and I've never been the best shuffler in the world. Let's draw another oracle card. In fact, some more oracle cards for you, please. May we ask for the time-sensitive message, something that Pile 2 are really needing to know about immediately now, please. May we seek information for Pile 2, please. Okay, what do we see for Pile 2? Okay, so let's have a quick look at your tea leaves. So you have frying pan. How interesting. So we have frying pan, we have goldfish. Okay. We have whale, great worry over nothing. So trouble, accusations, great worry over nothing, but an increase in material or spiritual growth. We have happiness, and we have September. This is very interesting with this student card really here. Because something you're doing is I think going to increase, gather momentum. Yes, grandmother ensures safe crossing. Okay. And we have here black egg. Now we have bat and cheetah in reverse. How interesting. Okay, now bats are about transformation. Cheetah is really moving forwards with the energy of precision and speed. Yeah, I actually feel that there's something that you're doing at the moment, okay, something you're hatching, and you may need to, what you may actually have to do is to let something go in order to give yourself to it fully, okay? I feel like I'm just going to draw some more cards before we completely get centered in your reading. because, you know, this is a general reading, so there's, you know, a lot of people tuning in with this. But yeah, you're building something, or you have an idea, and I kind of want to say you need to do it your way, okay? It's really important that you are your authentic self. May we have more information, please? It's like there's a temptation to do it, or it's not like being a copycat as such, but looking at the way other people are doing things and following something through, or trying to, yeah, you need to do it your way, okay? Now, let me just, we'll come back to this in a minute. Let's have more information, please, for pile 2, please. More information for pile 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the Empress, the Priestess, and Wealth. Now, Wealth is sitting in reverse at the moment. Yeah, you're hatching something. Okay, this is really interesting. Whatever you're hatching, you can't actually, you know, when you get an idea and you just, but it's a big idea, okay? And increase in material wealth, happiness, September. I'm not saying that your project that you're working on is, yeah, I'm not suggesting that in any way it's not a brilliant idea. And I'm not suggesting it's going to be years in the making, because I don't think it is. But it's also not a quick fix either, okay? You know how if you start something and you kind of, you think, oh gosh, I could launch this, and, you know, I could maybe get some early rewards and da-da-da-da, and then I could build on it later. This reading is saying the opposite. This reading is actually saying, look, you would be better off building it solidly, properly, and then launching it when you're ready, rather than trying to sell a smaller version with a view to building it later. It's like you need to be, there's learning to be done. There's an openness to the process of its development. Okay, so there's something you're doing. Now this something that you're doing, this idea, is brilliant. It's fabulous. Don't try and do it in a way that would be following somebody else's example. It would be like, I'm trying to think of the best way of saying this. Okay, so first message coming through here. There's a ton of messages coming through for you guys here. I think you're worrying about money. Okay, and because I think you're worrying about money, that's applying pressure to you to try and move this forwards more quickly than you ought to. Actually, this needs to be done properly, because otherwise it's going to be a frying pan. It's going to be trouble. You're worrying about nothing in terms of you feeling like, either I think you're feeling like it's never going to happen, or it's too big a project, or you're worrying about it, about how you're going to do it. This is a real indication of slow and steady wins the race. And actually, I feel like you are genuinely being guided here. You have a contribution to make that is absolutely unique to you, okay? Absolutely. No one has done this before, and nobody has created this before. And genuinely, I think it will bring you an increase in your material wealth, and it will bring you happiness. I think you're looking at September time when this is going to come to fruition. But I think you're applying yourself with pressure because you're worrying about money, and you're worrying about whether it will actually work out. It will work out. This is going to come to fruition. But what you're needing to let go of are, I would say, anything that is about speed and a quick delivery, and the idea that you can do this in a hurry. Okay, now grandmother ensures safe crossing. You're going to get a safe passage here, but there's more to learn. Your reading is saying really clearly, immerse yourself in the process, become the learning. It's kind of like if you were writing a self-help book, for example, and you have the idea and you kind of know what you want to do in principle, you've almost got to sort of do it, okay? And then catalogue your own journey. And that, in essence, is going to be the bulk of your book. That will be how you flesh out your book, writing the actual process of it. It reminds me, actually, there's a book, it's a beautiful book, actually, really, really excellent. It's by Catherine Woodward Thomas, and it's called Calling in the One. And she was a psychotherapist for many years. I'm a real fan of hers. Her work is stunning. She really understands psychotherapy from the perspective of the law of attraction. So the book is called Calling in the One. I actually wrote to her, and she wrote a really beautiful acknowledgement and validation of one of my books. So I was very grateful, especially given that I'm such a huge fan of hers. But I wrote to her and I actually said to her, you know, I'm using your book for in my couples work as a counsellor, as a therapist, and I'm wondering, you know, whether you would ever consider almost like rewriting it. I was seeing a lot of guys who were having trouble with relationships, and in England, English guys were not very open to the title Calling in the One. I found that they were quite closed to that. It was a bit too yeah, it just wasn't sort of like solid and masculine enough. And I was saying, look, this book would be amazing for everybody. It's a relationship Bible. Right, I'm singing her praises, but let me get to the point. I will try and get to the point here, but honestly, truly, it's a great book. If you are looking for love, I recommend it. But truly, what she actually did ultimately was, as she talked about calling in the one, I mean, she did it. It was her experience. She wrote about her experiences. She decided that she gave herself a time limit to call in the one using her psychotherapy knowledge, her understanding of how we carry patterns within us, and apply that to the law of attraction. So beautiful book, amazing book, but in it she wrote her story. Now, she couldn't have completed that book without completing the actual experience herself, though she had the idea for it. So can you see where I'm going with this? It was like she needed to sort of to live it, to breathe it, to be it. Can you see this little person is the tree? They've become the tree of learning. They are the tree of learning. So the way that you are being advised, really clear guidance for you here, is to immerse yourself in the process. I'm just going to use that one example of a self-help book, whatever that your idea is though. Immerse yourself in it, like literally do it. Do it and write your experiences. Okay, and as you write your experiences, that will become the essence of what you're creating. And as you do that, I think you're looking at success in September, and your money worries, honestly, there's no need to worry. There's obviously a lot of worry here going on in the background. And also with this frying pan, the reason that you're being given this advice as well, which is very clear, is because it's about you being authentically you. Okay? Not being anyone else, just delivering this complete and utter authentic message. You can deliver it, you are the authority on it because you've done it. You created it, you made it happen, that's it. And then you deliver this result, which is amazing because you've done it, okay? What you're being asked to separate from is actually partly worry, and also any essence of feeling like you have to create this through the perspective of, I would almost say, like the competition. You know, if you're writing that book and then you go out and you look at everybody else's self-help books and you think, oh, maybe I should write it in that style or do it in that style. No, do it in your style, embrace it, do it, live it, breathe it. And honestly, it's going to emerge, and it will bring you wealth and gain. We're seeing that really, really clearly. And I honestly think it's, even though this is quite a big project and it might feel like you're throwing it on its head by watching this reading, like thinking, oh man, I was just really working on it in that way and this was the way I thought I'd do it. And here we are watching this reading, and the guidance is actually to immerse yourself in it and approach it differently. Don't worry about it. It's not going to take you a year. We're talking September time, and I'm recording this in May time. So we're in May, so we're talking you know, June, July, August, September, we're talking like 3.5 to 4 months. You know, that's not an epic amount of time to really pull this together, because this is big. It's got a real solid, sturdy tree of life feel to it. It's got substance. You can construct this, you can build it. No, you're not going to see the immediate wealth by promoting it tomorrow. You know, like it's like deciding to put together a show and then selling tickets in advance. Well, I don't know, personally, I'd be waiting till you've kind of embraced yourself in the process, rather than getting there and then you know, applying pressure to yourself because you've sort of sold loads of tickets, and then you're applying pressure, you're under pressure, and you know, there's something here that's really important about just take your time and let it emerge and transform through the actual living, breathing doing of it. And honestly, I think you're going to be launching around September time, or depending on when you're watching this reading, it's going to be like, yeah, 3 to 4 months. That kind of time scale is what you're really looking at here. Okay, and I think it will be super good, really super good. It's really a big key to kind of the life of your dreams, happiness here, freedom with these birds flying, so financial freedom. So really don't get too embroiled in the worry and the concern, because I truly think you're going to be okay. What I am going to ask is, because I do get that feeling that there is worry around money that's putting you under pressure, just to ask if there's anything else that Spirit wishes to share with you right now before we close up this reading for today. Oh, look at that, King of Cups, beautiful, showing itself. Okay, with the yacht in the background. Okay, just covered in gold. You know, this is beautiful. So honestly, I think this is going to be your crowning glory. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. How beautiful, and we have the card of the Sun. Wow, how absolutely stunning. Right, okay, this is going to be your crowning glory. Okay. And actually, it's going to come together more quickly than you think. Really, truly, I think once you start, you're really going to get a feel of it. You're going to get a flavor of it. Ultimately, this really is going to be your crowning glory. It's really genuinely going to shift your perspective. What we are being shown here is that you don't need to worry about money. Money will arrive as you need it. You know, the Three of Cups, always feel there's a beautiful, gorgeous kind of sense of celebration about it. And we have the creativity and the source energy of the Sun. I feel like the universe is saying, you know, we've got your back here. This is going to emerge, you know, whatever you need, it's going to be given to you. Let me just move those up over here a moment, because Grandmother ensures safe crossing. You know, we've got this card that says you're being guided, you're being carried, you're being nurtured, you're being looked after. Honestly, anything you need, whatever you need, will be given to you as you need it. So please, please don't worry, because the energy of worry is unhelpful for you. Okay? Beautiful souls, I think this is your reading for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm not doing extended readings today. Sometimes I do these days, and not always. I will be doing the big moon month readings and the all zodiac sign readings on Patreon, which is where I also put the extended readings when I do them. So super souls, do check those out if you want to. I am just sending you all the love in the world. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you'd like to get my readings as soon as I post them, I do put these every single Sunday up onto YouTube, really for that immediate guidance, you know, those anchor points to just help us to navigate whatever is happening, because the world is changing, and changing very fast at the moment. There's so much stuff going on, and often more than one thing going on in our lives at once. And you know, readings are a beautiful anchor point, I think, to really help for Spirit to share that guidance with us as we need it, literally week by week. Beautiful souls, thank you for being here and checking out the Moon Magic channel. Thank you for all of you who are a part of this beautiful community. Thank you to all of you on Patreon. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, and all of you who give back through the super thanks. You are truly appreciated. So beautiful souls, yeah, tons and tons of love, and I will see you soon for another reading. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the card of Engineer, and we actually have these beautiful bells of celebration and the lizard, which is all about dreamtime energy. Now, the light attributes of this card are ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, and the shadow attribute reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. That's the shadow aspect of this. With Kano, the rune of openings, and the bells of celebration, and the lizard dreamtime, honestly, I think that you are about to have, I'm going to say, a spark of genius. Okay, you may already have had a spark of genius. You may already have had that light bulb moment. Some of you will absolutely know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's coming. But not only that, I feel like you have that spark of genius and you're about to find out exactly how to put that in motion, how to take it forward, how to move it forwards, how to make it real, because we're looking at celebration here. Kano, the rune of openings. This is moving something forwards that you've been dreaming of or thinking of. Let's look at our tea leaves. Okay, I'm going to take that and that and that, and also, yes, this one. And this is such a huge pack. You know, I often, and this one too, I often just slide them out because I find shuffling them is so difficult because there are so many. I think there's like over 200 cards in this pack. They're a beautiful pack of cards, though. Absolutely gorgeous to use. Let's draw another couple of oracle cards for you as well. Pile 3. What are we shown for pile 3? What's this time-sensitive message? It feels unbelievably exciting and positive for you. Pile 3, really positive and exciting. Okay, pile 3, may we have information, please, Spirit, for pile 3. What do pile 3 need to know about right now? What message is coming through for pile 3? What message is coming through for pile 3? Okay. What do we have for you, beautiful souls? So, your tea leaves, we have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Yeah, you're going to be given an opening. This is really interesting. We have broken bridge. Okay, this is unsuccessful outcome to a problem, followed by funnel. A period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Okay. Goldfish, increase in material wealth, firecracker, excitement and staff. You will be taken care of. Okay. You're working on something. This isn't something new. I'm really seeing now that this is not something new. This is definitely something that you've already been working on. And I think you've been struggling with it. You know, when you're trying to find a solution to a problem and it just doesn't appear to be working and you're getting frustrated. But actually, your reading is suggesting you are truly on the right tracks. What you're doing and what you're working with is right. It's just that you haven't quite come up with the exact right solution yet. It is going to happen. You're going to be taken care of. That bingo moment will come and you're going to find that solution, that practical solution. She tames by laying down the staff and rope. What I feel you guys have been doing as well is I almost feel like you've been working overtime to try and fix something, to the point where you've been so tangled in the fact that it hasn't been working that it's, you know, when you're tearing your hair out and you just think, come on, when are you going to get sorted? Why isn't this working? Like when a piece of, I don't know, like you've got some new software or something you're trying to learn and it's just not happening and it's doing your head in and you're in a tangle. Yeah, we have octopus and we have stingray, both in reverse. And then we have hummingbird in the upright position. This is beautiful. Yeah, I honestly think you've been tearing your hair out, trying to make something work. Okay, and I get it. I mean, I get it. It's funny, my children always laugh at me because I'm a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to like learning technology. And it's got that sort of feel to it when you're really, really trying really hard to make something happen. And in the end, you're so embroiled in it that you're actually, well, this is me, you know, I get so tangled in it that I can't see the woods for the trees, you know, and I'm out of balance, and I'm all over the place, and I'm irritable, and I'm frustrated, and, you know, actually, this is going to get sorted, okay? You're going to be taken care of. This is just going to work out. So whatever you're personally attempting to resolve in your world, you're going to find exactly the right solution, like the right piece of software, or the right program, or the right car, if your car isn't working, or the right, you know, something, whatever it is, the right design, the right whatever it is, you're going to find it. It's going to be given to you. Kano, the rune of openings. This is like, you know, the fog is lifted. Okay, you're going to see the way with very clear direction. Okay, hummingbird. And honestly, you'll look back and you'll think, why did I ever kind of like, why did I tangle myself in knots when I could have just like stepped back and it would have been okay? Because I feel like you're just working really hard to the point, you know, when you sort of almost like you contribute to the program, like to the problem. I say to the program, and this is me associating with this, where and honestly, truly, my children can voice this, and so probably can my website people, that I get involved in things because I want to kind of move it forwards. And sometimes I'm like, I'm my own worst enemy. I know I am. You know, because I'm trying really hard to fix something or to put it right. And really what I should just do is either hand it to someone else, or I should just step away from it. Whereas you know, it's like I'm like a dog with a bone, because I really want to fix it and I don't want it to get the better of me. But I become part of the problem, truly. I really get that. And it's got that flavor about it. Okay. So let's draw some more cards. Let's get a tarot pack out for you. Pile 3. I'm seeing such a fabulous outcome. I'm curious as to how this is coming to you. This may be a clue for us. She tames by lying down the staff and rope, because this is about just lying down and letting it unfold. Let it flow into being. You don't have to force it. Stop trying to force this. What's happening for pile 3 with this situation? How is the opening coming? See that card there? Yeah, how is the opening coming? Okay. So we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, all that fire energy. We have Luxury, the 4 of Cups. It's in reverse. You might have to turn something on its head. Okay, then you have the Priestess, the energy of the Priestess. I think you might need to turn something on its head. Or something will be turned upside down for you to see the solution. Because at the moment, or just take some time out, walk away. Yeah, at the moment, I feel like you're too electric about it, almost like there's lots of frustration around you. So I feel like we need to kind of draw some more cards for you, really, beautiful souls, because I kind of feel like you need to get out of your own way, okay, in some way, shape or form, because the root or the frustration is actually getting in the way, the disappointment, perhaps just being too attached to thinking it has to be a particular way, needs to be turned maybe on its head, or a different approach taken. You will be taken care of, and you are going to get the solution. The right solution will come to you. Those just flew out, your first cards here. How interesting that we have... Okay, so we've got, this is really interesting. We've got 2 kings. King of Wands in reverse, and then the King of Pentacles upright. Okay, Look at the way this snake, it just looks like the tentacles of the octopus. Right, I think that you may actually have to, and laying down the staff as well. Laying down the staff and rope. Right, I think you might need to actually potentially find somebody else to help you with this, okay? You know, someone who's an authority. Maybe it would be like, if I use the example of me, it's like me trying to tackle something. And really what I need to do is to go and see somebody who understands that bit of software and not just try and do it myself. I need to hand it to somebody who can, you know, or find a different piece of something. Find the expert in the field, or the... Because we're seeing celebration, we're seeing, it's fascinating. Your reading feels like loaded with angstiness and frustration and it's not working. And yet it's all this potential is here. Excitement, increase in financial wealth, being taken care of, a sincere wish being granted, the light attributes here, you know, the engineer, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, Kano, the rune of openings, hummingbird, which is about joy. Very interesting with hummingbird. Of course, such adaptable energy. The energy of hummingbirds, if you think about it, they're remarkable, like a creature of engineering, let's say. Obviously they're a beautiful natural creature, but a hummingbird, it can go upwards, it can go downwards, it can go forwards, backwards, in circles, it can be stationary. I mean, the ability of its motion is extraordinary, so it can go any which way it chooses, okay? Any which way it chooses. I think that there is a specific route that you've had in mind as to how to approach something. And I don't think it's actually working terribly well. And you're getting really frustrated by it. And actually, there's an alternative, okay? The light bulb moment will come. But there's something that isn't working for you, and actually you're trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, and it's just impacting negatively on you. The answer is to take a different approach, actually, to lay down that staff and rod and approach it differently. Seek help if needed. Let me ask for more information, please, for pile 3. May we have information for pile 3? We have another king. Wow. This is amazing. So you've got the King of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the King of Cups. So whatever you're working on, whatever you're doing, it's pretty damned amazing, okay? We then have the Six of Cups, okay? So beautiful energy. Look at all this kind of, and then we have also the 10 of, well, I say the 10, this is actually the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay. Again, it's upside down. Okay. How interesting. It's turned on its head. Something needs to be turned on its head. Turned upside down and thought of in a different way. Take a different approach. This is a really interesting Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups kind of implies nostalgia, looking back at something. But of all the Six of Cups that I have in the tarot that I use, the different packs, this is so positive, it's so fruitful, it's so bountiful. It's kind of like, you know, the nostalgia with the Six of Cups and the real positivity of it is that it's kind of like we reach a turning point with the Six of Cups, where we recognize that something, the nostalgia is because we recognize that something wasn't working. And because we recognize it, we choose then to do it differently. Okay. this broken bridge here. So there's something that you're currently doing, you're approaching, you're getting really frustrated. Actually, there needs to be a completely different approach. Turn it on its head. It's going to be a radically different or a different route to get to where you need to go. You are going to get to where you need to go. We're talking major success. So we're talking about something that's real, practical, solid, this ability to give creative energy a practical expression. It's finding a real solution. It's like if you were creating a product and you thought you'd make it out of one sort of material. Actually, that might not be the right road to go down. You might need to go down a completely different route. But you are needing to take a different pathway here. The message is absolutely loud and clear. The current approach is not the right one for you. Okay, it isn't working. It just isn't working. Let's draw just a couple more cards for you to see if we're given any indication around the new route. It does say you'll be taken care of. And it does appear to me as if the solution will just come to you. It could well be instigated by, with all this king energy, somebody coming in and showing you the way, showing you the answer, giving you the solution. May we ask, please, what's going on with pile 3 here? Okay, so we've got the moon. Okay, we have the moon and we have the hyenas here. Okay, this is the card of the moon. Okay. Okay. We have... how interesting. So this is the Hanged Man as well. This is, so we have 2 major arcana cards. This is ever so significant. So this is the moon and this is the Hanged Man. Okay, what we're being told here, and look at all these eyeballs. Okay, what I want to say to you is, do you know, I think the solution is right in front of you. Okay, but you can't see for looking. Part of the problem here is I think that you're getting too embroiled in it to a point where you're getting so frustrated that you can't see for looking. It's going to be illuminated, it'll be highlighted. And I sort of feel with these, I guess they're hyenas, I think. But hyenas laugh, don't they? Or are they jackals? Either way, they laugh. They laugh at things. Yeah, I think the solution is right in front of you. Yeah. It's right in front of you and you can't see it. You know when you can't see the woods for the trees, and that's why you can't see it. It's right in front of you. Slow it down. I've just got to follow this through for you guys because we need more information for you. May we have more information? What is the solution in front of pile 3? May we have information and guidance. And what is on the reverse of this pack? Okay. So you have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. You've got the 4 of Pentacles. This is not holding on to something. Worrying about money, worrying about the cost of something maybe. Yeah, some of you are worrying about the cost of something. We then have the card of Strength. Okay. How interesting. And then we have the card of Justice. Do you know, again, pile 3, I've just got to say it again. Look, you know, the solution is sitting right above you. You know, it's like we have this little figure above holding the light. Yeah, you may be anxious about spending money on something or about investing in something. Okay, but and yet everything here with these 3 kings, you know, especially with the Pentacles and the Cups in an upright position, I feel like maybe you're trying to do, you might be trying to do something. I'm going back, it's interesting that kind of, I tuned in with me trying to do stuff like software sort of stuff, and getting my head around it, and my children laughing at me because I'm such a dinosaur. And you know, actually, if I, you know, phone a friend who knows what they're doing, it could just be fixed so easily. I feel like the solution is right in front of you, okay? And part of the challenge here is about you maybe not letting go of something, a way of doing something, or seeing a very clear way forwards and trying to stick to that particular way of doing it, when actually there is a much better route to do this, okay? There's a better route, a better solution. You need to turn this on its head. Now, we're not really being given much more information beyond the fact, and maybe we can't have that specific information because this is a general reading, and so you need to apply it to your own personal circumstances. But what I see really clearly here is, you know, I almost feel like, you know, when you're sitting and I don't know if you guys ever have this experience. I do sometimes. I'm sitting there and I'm getting more and more maybe tangled in something, and I suddenly almost feel like my kind of angels are sitting around me kind of laughing at me, because I'm the one in the way. Back to me trying to persevere with something when actually I just need to, like, you know, phone a friend, hand it to somebody who knows what they're doing. That's what I feel like. I feel like there is a need to invest in something. There's a gateway or an opportunity, an opening around you. And it is putting it down, putting one way of doing it down and approaching it from a different direction. You will be taken care of. The solution will come to you. We're looking at this increase. There are lessons to be learned here, and part of the lesson is to sort of not to doggedly go about it in one way only. I honestly think the pathway is being shown to you. I actually do think the solution is right in front of you right now. And once you see it, you'll know what to do. But it might be that you need to sit with something without trying to actually make it happen. You know, when you it's like you immerse yourself in a problem without trying to actually fix it, and then you kind of walk away, you go for a walk, or you know, and then you're just taking a stroll or hanging out with friends, or you know, I don't know, taking a bath or a shower, and suddenly the answer comes to you and you realize, oh, it was there in front of me all the time. It's that spark of inspiration, the opening coming to you because you slowed down enough to get into the zone of the dream time where you could be guided and receive. At the moment, I think there's the tangle of trying to make something happen, you know, trying to make decisions rather than just allowing it to unfold, and what is right in front of you will become really clear and apparent. I hope that's really okay with you guys. I feel like I haven't been able to tune into a definitive answer for you. Funnily enough, you know, I think that's also part of the energy around you. Is this, I almost feel like I've persevered and persevered and persevered. I've drawn more cards. Oh, I'll get some more cards out. I'll get some more cards out. And in a way, I think that's actually a representation of what you're doing. And your reading is clearly saying to you, you don't need to do that. I've actually just acted out the energy around you. And your reading is saying to you, look, the answer's going to come to you. It'll be fine. Truly. It's right in front of you. You just can't see it. And that's almost, I feel like that's kind of really right in front of me here. We're being shown the excitement, the energy is coming. You have the ability to give creative energy a practical expression. The answer will come to you. You're going to be celebrating. It's right in front of you. You don't just literally put it down, evaluate, continue doing what you're doing, immerse yourself in the process, and the solution will become very, very clear and very, very apparent. And that is what's going to happen for you. Yeah, I've really got swept along with this energy of frustration. It's really interesting. And that need to know. I've got to find the answer. Let's draw more cards for you. I think this is just fascinating how powerful that energy is. But the opening is coming. Kano, the rune of openings. Yeah. Just let it go. Lay it down. Chill. Unwind. Put down that rod and staff. Stop worrying about it. Literally, chill out. Stop being in a hurry. Just lay yourself down. This is going to get fixed. I think you're worrying over nothing. Okay? Yeah. Stop trying to make it happen one way. The alternative route, which is a different way of doing it, will become very, very clear to you, and it will be very, very easy when it happens. Super souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. This has just been a fascinating reading. Thank you so much for joining me, pile 3. What you're doing is amazing. I mean, we're just seeing success like radiating from your reading. It just feels like there's this sort of stumbling block of trying to make something happen and doing it a particular way, when there's another option that's going to be so much easier for you. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to seeing you for another reading. I post these readings every single Sunday for immediate guidance with really as much information as possible to navigate our everyday lives. So if you would like to get notification of my readings, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon. And thank you all for joining me. I'll be posting quite a few readings in the coming week. I usually do a couple of others during the week, and we have the big new moon month coming up. I'll be posting new moon archangel readings and also the big zodiac readings on Patreon as well for all zodiac signs. So beautiful souls, thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you to all of you who are with me on Patreon, and do come over and join us if you'd like to check out those bigger readings. And it's also the place where, when I'm doing an extended reading, I put those over there as well. Tons of love to you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. Hey, beautiful pile 4, you have the rune of Lagos, flow, you have the music notes, and you have the flamingo. Now, your card seeker, light attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. I'm seeing you kind of going on a quest for something. The shadow attribute, inability to commit to a path once found. How interesting. Now, the rune of flow would suggest that you are in a position of transition in some way, shape or form in your world. I also feel like you need to kind of walk to the beat of your own drum. There's something going on around you that's very, very you. And I want to say step up and be proud. Be proud to be you. Flamingos are amazing because they're very flamboyant. You know, they stand out. If you, I don't know, if you go to like a bird park or something, and there's flamingos. I mean, the colours are magnificent. I feel like you're meant to be bold about yourself at the moment. Let's ask for guidance, please. What information are we being given for pile 4, which is interesting because I don't always do 4 piles, so an extra pile for today. How interesting. Let me move these cards away. This huge pack of tea leaves, they really are. It's such a big pack of cards. Now let's have a look at your tea leaves first. You have angel. Look at this, spiritual guidance. Yeah, look at this quest you're on. We have the jug, light-hearted, carefree time. We have success. Bird perched, waiting for news, package letter, and increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Wow, this feels like a message of great promise for you. That's what I would voice right now. I think those are all in camera, aren't they? Let's draw some more oracle cards for you, pile 4. But yeah, if you feel a bit like you're, I don't know, striding into the unknown or setting off on a new pathway, doing something that you haven't really done before, pile 3. 4 rather, my apologies. I'm so used to doing 3 piles, and this is my last pile for today's readings. Let's just tune in. Maybe tune into the energy of pile 4, please. What are we needing to be shown for pile 4? What are the messages that pile 4 need to know about? The time sensitive messages for pile 4 right here and right now. What do pile 4 need to know about right here and right now? Can we please have guidance and information for pile 4? Okay. Princess of Purity leaps across. Yeah, big transitions around for you at the moment. We have Zebra, which came out in reverse, and Moth. Okay, and then we have Spider. Lovely. Yeah, very, very powerful energy in your reading, pile 4. Pile 4, I feel like I've really got to focus my energy on saying pile 4 and not pile 3. But you know, I think that has some relevance here. I think you're needing to focus. The message is really clear for you. In a way, there's something kind of not so much holding you back. You're in a process of transition. You're on a quest. You're on a mission. You're walking a different path. You're stepping into some new way of doing something, new way of seeing things, new way of doing things, new way of being. And I think this card says it all. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Okay. Now, it's fabulous to have light-hearted, carefree time, and so you should. But I feel like that there's an energy of almost hesitation around you, not quite stepping into something, procrastination, you know. It's really interesting, inability to commit to a path once found. I feel that's what we're seeing here. There's a hesitancy around you. The Zebra energy is beautifully creative and unique, and yeah, unique, special, creative. Moth energy, wanting to emerge, wanting to evolve, and yet they're in reverse. I think you're having trouble committing to something. You're having trouble quite, whatever that may be. You're having trouble committing, really taking an ownership of the success that can come to you, whatever that will be. A commitment is required from you. That's your first message here. You know, you can have what you want, but you've got to put in the groundwork here. There's some work to be done here. You know, there's definitely too much procrastination. Maybe there's a little bit of anxiety, or not feeling as if your idea or your whatever it is, the thing you really want, will be okay. Or maybe it's also leaving behind security, stepping out of that comfort zone. But truly, honestly, step up. This is really saying step up. You know, if an obstacle appears to be in your way, then trust that it was put there with purpose. May we have information for pile 4, please? May we receive information. What time-sensitive message is coming through for pile 4, please? This is so interesting. So we have defeat. This card here, 5 of Swords. This is about this attitude of defeatism. And yet look at this. We have the Knight of Swords and the 9 of Cups. The Knight of Swords, this card in this pack, honestly, I always feel it just says cut through the crap. Get on with it. You know, ploughing forwards with these helicopter kind of wings and these, you know, swords ahead. It's like onward we go, charging ahead. It's time to move forwards. It's time to do it. It's time to take action. And happiness will come your way. Your message is unbelievably clear. You know, whatever it is that you really, really, really want, whatever it is that you are stepping towards, whatever it is that you that makes your heart sing, just stop worrying about it and do it. Okay, this is so clear. It's so clear. Crack on with it. Get on with it. Success is going to be yours. Just do it. That's what your message is. It's so clear, pile 4. It's so clear. We will draw more cards, of course. Okay, what other information are we given here for pile 4? Okay, oh, this is really interesting. Right, so your first card, pile 4, was the card of the Chariot. Again, it's time to move forwards. It's time to get going. Don't hold back. Now, there's something about facing your fears here. Okay, so let's just have a look here. So we've got the card of the Chariot. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's like facing your fears, getting over, it's getting out of your own way. You know, I know I said if there's an obstacle in the way, step over it, you know, crack on. It's time to get going. What I'm actually seeing here is, yeah, there's a very specific kind of concern around you here. Gosh, I feel like you're fearful that you won't be good enough. There's a really deep-seated fear here that you won't be good enough. We have the 2 here of, this is the Priestess card. You're having really big wobbles of self-doubt. That's what we're seeing here. Massive wobbles of self-doubt. Everything in your reading is absolutely beautiful. It's sort of saying, look, set forth. This, I feel like this is about you finding your pathway, finding your calling, finding your purpose, finding your niche. But there's a lot of holding back. There's a lot of procrastination. Yeah, very much to do with your calling and purpose. There's lots of fears. There's lots of anxieties that you won't be good enough. Somehow, yeah, somehow people will walk all over you. I think maybe people have walked all over you. Everything here is about stepping up, and you are being guided and protected. Let me draw some more cards for pile 4, please. Yes, of course, with the flamboyance, you know, this beautiful flamingo. Yeah, I think you've been literally marched over, walked over previously. And so when you've tried to step up in the past, you know, you've been made to feel like you weren't good enough. You've been put down, and it's left you feeling fearful of, it's left you feeling fearful of stepping up. It's left you feeling fearful of singing your own, it's not singing your own praises, but you know, like, yeah, celebrating yourself. It's almost like you're fearful to step up and be seen. And yet, actually, that's exactly what you're being called to do. You're being called to increase your efforts. Your pathway to success is about you being you. And you're on that pathway. This is really you being you. Let's have a look at these cards. Yeah, how interesting. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse also. Now the 6 of Cups is really interesting because it's a card of nostalgia. This came up in one of the other readings, and I was just saying, you know, of all the 6 of Cups that I can think of in the different tarot packs, this is such a positive card. It really is so positive. It gives so much, there's so much potential coming because something that didn't work out before. And look at this figure here, singing. Again, I feel like you're being called to sing your own praises. If any of you guys are literally a talented singer, or you're songwriting, don't you dare feel that you're not good enough. Your songs are amazing. Don't procrastinate. Record those songs and put them out on YouTube. It's got that feel about it. Yeah. With the Seven of Pentacles too, it's like really recognizing that something that didn't, just because something didn't work before, it doesn't mean that it won't work in the future. I feel you've been dominated by, you've been a little bit dominated by history. Something that hasn't worked out has caused you to feel very stuck or very entrenched. And actually, it's time to move forwards. It's time to move away from that perspective. And indeed, for some of you, maybe even that situation. This is loaded with potential. It really is time for you to step up, not down. It's really interesting. Let's. I'm going to draw just a few more cards for you, because I'm curious as to. I have a feeling that there's something actually is about to be offered to you. Waiting for news, package, letter, success. You may even be being offered a job or something like that, and you're thinking, do I take it? Do I not take it? Offered an opportunity, offered a new job or a new something, and you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't be good enough. You know, there's this huge element of self-doubt. You're being offered something. Everything in your reading is saying step up, not down. Everything in your reading is saying go for it. Don't hold back. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your results. Flowing forwards. Walking to the beat of your own drum, singing your own song. You know, whether you are, this is something that relates to something that you personally are doing and creating and achieving, or it's something that's being offered to you. You know, a job, a position. It's definitely a step up. If this was a yes/no reading, if you were saying, oh, in answer to my question, do I proceed or not? This would be an absolute big thumbs up yes, completely and utterly. That card was flying for you. Yeah, look at that. King of Cups. Well, Queen of Cups, I believe, actually, but nevertheless. Beautiful energy. Absolutely. Look at the river flowing here. As a confirmation, you could not have it confirmed more clearly for you. Whatever your situation and the situation that is around you, immediately pile 4. Basically, I feel like this has almost become because of your procrastination, because of your self-doubt, because of your fears of history repeating. It's almost as if a part of you is just saying, can I really dare to do this? Can I step forward? Should I? Is this a yes or a no? Truly, pile 4, this is a thumbs up yes. Whatever you are asking about, or whatever circumstance or situation is around you, it's going to flow into positivity and into success. This is a big, big, big yes, 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 yes. Thumbs up. Don't hold back. Don't procrastinate. Go, go, go. Increase your efforts. Definitely, it's happening. Tons and tons of love. I feel this is, your reading is complete. Thank you for joining me so much. Beautiful pile 4. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. It really does help to support the channel. I'm so grateful to all of you for being here. Truly, truly. Every time you tune in with the readings, I hope that they're resonating with you. Thrilled that they are. I know reading the comments that for you guys, these are hopefully really, really helping you in these incredible times of phenomenal change and transition for humanity at large, which of course means we all have those individual parts to play. Beautiful souls, thank you for being a part of the Moon Magic community. Thank you also all of you who are over on Patreon. Super souls, I post these readings every Sunday, and I will usually post a couple of others during the week, some small readings too. And I also will be posting very soon a big new moon month with zodiac sign readings, and my big zodiac readings for all signs for the whole month are going to be uploaded very shortly onto Patreon. That's where I do the extended readings as well, tutorials, all kinds of interesting stuff. So super souls, do check out Patreon if that interests you. You are really, really welcome to come over and join that community over there. And pile 4, I'm just sending you all the love in the world. Just go for it. You know, that's all that we can say. This is a yes.